Ever wondered why ants always seem to march in a line? It's a captivating spectacle, isn't it? We often see these tiny creatures forming a perfect line, each one following the other, like soldiers on a mission. But have you ever stopped to ponder why this is? Ants, you see, are incredibly social creatures. They live in colonies, often housing millions of individuals, and each ant has a specific role within this community. From foraging for food, constructing their nest, to protecting their offspring, ants work in harmony, communicating and collaborating with each other. The phenomenon of ants walking in a line has several reasons behind it, each as fascinating as the other. It involves communication, efficiency, safety, and even navigation. Intrigued? Good, because we're just scratching the surface here, so buckle up and join me as we unravel the secrets of the ant world. Ants live in complex societies with millions of individuals performing specific roles. Just like humans, ants are social creatures. They live in colonies which can range from a few dozen to millions of inhabitants. Each colony is a superorganism, a single entity working together to survive, reproduce, and thrive. Within these bustling ant metropolises, each individual has a role to play. Some are workers, foraging for food and building the nest. Others are soldiers, defending the colony from threats, and then there's the queen, the mother of them all, laying thousands of eggs to ensure the colony's survival. Let's take a closer look at these roles. Worker ants are the backbone of the colony. They tirelessly scout out food sources, haul back the spoils, and tend to the young. These diligent foragers follow a strict division of labor. Younger workers usually stay inside the nest caring for the larvae, while older workers venture out to forage. Meanwhile, soldier ants are the colony's protectors. They're larger, stronger, and equipped with powerful jaws to fend off any invaders. They stand guard at the nest entrance, patrol the surrounding area, and rush to the front line whenever danger looms. And at the heart of the colony is the queen. She's the largest ant in the colony, and her sole job is to lay eggs. She spends her life in the deepest, most protected part of the nest, surrounded by attendants who feed and groom her. A queen can lay millions of eggs in her lifetime, ensuring the colony's continuity and growth. Ants are masters of cooperation. They work together seamlessly, each ant contributing to the collective good. By dividing labor, communicating effectively, and operating as a coordinated unit, they achieve feats that would be impossible for a lone ant. This level of organization and collaboration is truly remarkable, and it's a key reason why ants are one of the most successful creatures on Earth. But there's one behavior that's particularly iconic, something we've all noticed at one point or another: the way ants march in a straight line. But why do they walk in a line? Let's delve into the reasons. Ants use pheromones to communicate with each other. Now you may be wondering, what exactly are pheromones? Well, they are essentially chemical messages. Ants deploy these chemical signals as a form of communication, marking their trails and guiding their fellow ants. Pheromones are invisible to us, but to ants, they are a vivid and powerful language. When an ant finds a food source, it leaves a trail of these pheromones all the way back to the colony. This chemical breadcrumb trail is a message to other ants, saying, "Hey, I found some food, follow this trail." It's like leaving a note for your roommate on the fridge, but instead of a sticky note, it's a chemical trail that's detectable by the antennae of the ants. This line of pheromones is the reason you often see ants walking in a straight line. They're not just aimlessly wandering, they're following a pheromone trail left by their fellow ants. It's a bit like a highway system for ants, a marked path that leads to resources. But pheromones aren't just for finding food. Ants also use them to mark their territory, to point out danger, and even to help find a mate. It's a complex system of communication that's vital to the survival of the colony. This method of communication is efficient and effective. It allows ants to quickly gather resources and respond to threats. It's like a constant group chat where ants can share updates and alerts with the whole colony. But here's the really interesting part. The strength of the pheromone trail is directly related to the quality of the food source. The better the food, the more pheromones an ant will release on its way back to the colony. This means that the most attractive food sources will have the strongest pheromone trails, guiding more and more ants to the bounty. So pheromones help ants stay connected, but there's more to it. Ants' communication through pheromones is just one piece of the puzzle explaining why ants walk in a line. Let's delve deeper into their world to uncover the rest. Walking in a line also increases efficiency and safety for the ants. Now let's delve deeper into this fascinating aspect of ant behavior. Efficiency is a crucial part of ants' daily life. As they venture out of their nests in search of food, they leave behind a trail of pheromones. This pheromone trail, invisible to the human eye, is a scent map that guides other ants to food sources. By following this trail, ants can find food and bring it back to the colony in the most efficient way possible, without wasting time or energy wandering aimlessly. This line formation is their version of a high-speed expressway, leading directly to the food and back to the nest. Moreover, the line formation is also used when constructing their nests. By walking in a line, ants can efficiently transport materials and build their intricate nests in record time. This ordered movement allows them to work together like a well-oiled machine, each ant knowing its role and performing it flawlessly. It's a remarkable example of teamwork and coordination, isn't it? But it's not just about efficiency. Walking in a line also provides safety for these tiny creatures. In the wild, there are numerous predators that would love to make a meal out of ants. By moving in a line, ants create an illusion of being larger and more formidable. This strategy can deter potential predators, making them think twice before attacking. It's a classic case of strength in numbers. This line formation also allows ants to quickly respond to threats. If a predator does decide to attack, ants at the front of the line can quickly alert the others, enabling the colony to mount a rapid defense. It's like their very own early warning system. So as we can see, walking in a line isn't just an intriguing spectacle, it's a survival strategy. It's a way for ants to be efficient in their tasks and stay safe from predators. But that's not all. Efficiency and safety are vital, but there's one more reason why ants walk in a line. Stay tuned to find out. Ants use the sun and stars to navigate. Now, isn't that a fascinating fact? These tiny creatures have a built-in compass that uses celestial bodies to find their way. It's like they have their own natural GPS, but without the need for a satellite or smartphone. They use the position of the sun during the day and the pattern of stars at night to determine their direction. This helps them to stay on course while they are out foraging for food or exploring new territories. And it's not just the adult ants that have this ability. Even the young ants can navigate using the sun and stars, which is truly remarkable. Now you might be wondering, how does walking in a line help with this navigation? Well, ants are not the best at seeing far distances. Their eyes are more suited to detecting movement and light intensity. So they rely heavily on the pheromone trails left by their fellow ants to find their way. When ants walk in a line, it allows them to follow these pheromone trails more easily. They can stick close to the path marked by the trail and use the sun and stars to adjust their direction as needed. This way, they can ensure they are heading in the right direction and not straying off course. Also, walking in a line minimizes the chances of ants getting lost. If an ant were to wander off on its own, it might lose track of the pheromone trail or get disoriented. But by following the line, the ant can always find its way back to the colony. So, navigation is another key reason why ants walk in a line. It's a survival strategy that enables them to explore their environment, find food, and return home safely. It's one of the many ways that ants demonstrate their incredible adaptability and teamwork. So why do ants walk in a line? We've covered a lot of ground in this video, so let's summarize the main points. Ants, being highly social creatures, rely heavily on communication. They achieve this through pheromones, chemicals they secrete to mark food trails, nests, and danger zones. Walking in a line allows them to follow these scent trails and communicate effectively. But there's more to it than just communication. Walking in a line also promotes efficiency. By following each other, ants can find the shortest and easiest route, making tasks like searching for food and building nests more effective. Safety is another key factor. Walking in a line helps ants appear larger and stronger, reducing the risk of predation. Finally, this behavior assists in navigation, as ants can determine their position relative to the sun and stars more easily. In the end, walking in a line serves multiple important purposes for the ants, enabling them to live and work together in their complex societies.